Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Sherm here, the Crazy Asian. Wanted to push this out here. Finally back. Was off on vacation. Back here working. It's a little bit windy. I'm waiting for my son to pick him up from basketball. It's Friday afternoon. Here the first week in January. Now, ends of the year, first parts of the year, it just depends on your overall practice in regards to like how busy things are. So start of the year for me is very busy from the standpoint of meeting one-on-one with agents, putting together some final touches on people that I've been interviewing in the process because, recruiting and development, talent acquisition, human capital, increasing our overall talent is an ongoing thing. There's no real cycle to it. And so been having some great interviews this week. And then it was a shorter week because it started, because we had the New Year's Day was a holiday on Monday, so it was Tuesday to Friday, and just getting kind of shaken off the rust after you come off of a vacation week, and so very productive, right? But a lot of administrative stuff, and so one of the things I'm really cognizant of, number one, is turning off all notifications except my phone. So nothing's happening here to watch. So that way when I'm having conversations, it doesn't distract people. Number two is that when I'm sending out emails, or I'm finding that I'm sending a ton of emails to the same person back and forth, I'll just pick up the phone and have a conversation. Or two, if it's not urgent, I'll start scheduling out using Outlook's ability to schedule the send. It's under the options area, delay delivery, in order for it to be able to go out the right time. And that way I'm not inundating someone's inbox where it's Sherman, or else at some point they're going to become email deaf in regards to what's going on. Had a good interview today. And again, it comes down to me, good interviews are me asking good questions and then listening for them to be able to give me the answers, and ideally not cutting them off, allowing them to be able to finish off their statement, finish off their thought process. So, hope you're all doing great. Hey there, everybody. Sherm here, the Crazy Asian. Hope you're doing fantastic now. Vlog time. So, I decided to reboot the podcast via Anchor. And really dive in on advice, thoughts on building the business as it can be utilized for when we bring people on board and they're looking at, building that client base and what that looks like for them in terms of advice and strategy and tactics and execution. And then, so the vlog, continue to do this as we continue to build. So it's Tuesday, so Monday the 9th, had a kickoff meeting as a total agency, as a firm throughout the countrywide, in person and via Zoom. And then same thing, we had a kickoff here locally in Houston. Managing partner ran it. And I find it just good to be able to just align everybody where we're at, do some recognition. And then founder Bobby was in town, COO Jason was in town, who's really over that PNC side. I was able to find a great connection via LinkedIn. His name's Eric. Might be able to come in, hopefully, as a player, producer, coach, producer, manager, and see if he can help us build out that property and casualty commercial side of the business. And then as we're continuing to grow, leveraging some other specialists that have really expressed not only an interest but a skill set, as they can help a lot of our other producers still be able to stay in their lane from a standpoint of production, in their strength, because we don't want to have a bunch of jack of all trades and a master of none. So being able to kick it over the fence, so to speak, as they have opportunities, let's say in the property and casualty space, whether that's private client or commercial, they're able to send it over and they can stay themselves in the lane of life insurance or employee benefits, whatnot. We don't have an employee benefits person, but if we did, that's kind of the idea. And then was able to get on the calendar with Bobby, our founder, and just wanted to hit on a few things. Number one is how do we continue to create a referral culture with the agents at our organization? Number one. Number two is, are there particular talents? Human capital, right, is kind of the name or the phrase that we give it, but ultimately, are there specific skills, talents, experience, that we want to have in our organization? And then finally, there was a piece that he put out from a marketing standpoint, wanted to get his direction on where he wanted us to go with it, just because it was a 33-page PowerPoint presentation and also kind of a one-pager. So I wanted to see what kind of direction he wanted to give us in that regard. And then finally I'm heading out of the office, so it's about 6. So a little bit of a late day here on Tuesday, but sometimes you got to get done what's got to get done. Sherm's out. Hey there, everybody. Sherm here, the Crazy Asian. Friday, fantastic Friday. Friday the 13th, actually, of 2023. Waiting out here, the fire alarm went off in the building, so came down the flight of stairs and thought, hey, I should probably be doing the flight of stairs on a daily basis. It's probably a good way for me to start the morning off to the office. So I'm going to start doing that. This week is filled with training. We run what we call Hoteling University. It's our onboarding training for the first week for our new hires. And so it does make it a little bit tough. It's run by Johnson and I, the National Sales Director out of New York. And so he and I get pulled into an entire week, kind of 8:30 to 4:30, Monday to Friday. So it's good times. And there we go. Hey there, everybody. Sherm here, the Crazy Asian. And at the end of the day here, you know, you've been here a long time when the cleaning crew's coming through. Very productive day. Sometimes the day doesn't go the way that you planned it to. So I was driving down, realized that, oh shoot, I forgot something at the house. I was a mile away from the office, had to turn around, go back, pick it up. But I was able to be productive, made a bunch of phone calls. For me, I leverage Siri, so I'll tell her to call or to text people. So able to make that very productive, hour drive. And then when I got here to the office, it was just following up with Sarah, the new executive assistant, in regards to what are we missing, what do we need to put into place. And then after that, it was a bunch of LinkedIn messages, lots of emails, an onslaught of reaching out to people that are already working. And so I decided to come that here, so that way I was amongst my fellow producers. And so was able to just be here in the element with them, because sometimes when I get stuck behind the wall, the glass wall, it's difficult to kind of walk down that way. So I find it to be very productive. The next thing to do is, when you look at your meetings, especially those that you're trying to accomplish certain things, make sure that someone's taking notes and they can recap people of, okay, what's the to-dos and how do we keep moving these different things forward. All right, there we go. Sherm's out.
Time is ticking, it's now or never. I know I gotta make a change, it's for the better. The only way we gon' grow on our own endeavor. We just tryna live our dreams, but they won't let us.